Hello, America. We have a whole bunch to do today. First of all, I want to give you an update on a story that we were the only ones to cover. Puerto Rican statehood. Saw this today in the newspaper. People in Puerto Rico, they have already spoken on it, but progressives are gaming the system to rig it. Well, we told you this would happen, and now look who has a whole new little committee to go down and look into Puerto Rican statehood. President Obama, and he says he's excited about it if the people want it. You watch. Everybody else that reads the New York Times or watches anything else, they're going to be surprised when we're sewing another star on the flag. We also want to talk to you about something else we spoke to you about, the M3 money supply. This is something, and I know this is, I am such a ratings prostitute, man. This is so sexy. The M3 money supply. It is contracting now so fast it matches the average decline seen from 1929 to 1933. Okay, what is the M3 money supply? It's all of the money that is out in there, digital, everything that is out in circulation. It fell from $14.2 trillion, $14.2 trillion in the last 3 months to 13.9. Now you got to remember, this is what you call a country is illiquid. Nobody can make loans. There's no money. It's drying up. But haven't we just pumped trillions of dollars into the system? Where's the money? You see, it's being held by people because people and banks, they're having to keep more and more in their savings, if you will. They all have to hold on to the money. So what is the government going to do? Print more. What they're trying to do is fill this all in. Our economy is built on savings. Deflation comes, our economy goes down, and they fill this with money in hopes that here, right here, they'll kickstart the economy and it'll come back up and we'll be fine. But it's never been done before in human history successfully. You fill this up, it kickstarts. You must then raise the cost of money to borrow, because if not, your prices go straight up. Inflation. We are headed for massive deflation. And if we're not lucky, I mean, if we're lucky, it'll just be there for a while. If we're not lucky, we have inflation. One way or another, oh, there's a fundamental transformation of America coming. And here's the good news. We told you yesterday about Wilson. Tonight, I'm going to teach you about FDR and show you the connections on control of information in the history, the present, and our future. Coming up. Oh, we don't have the music? Oh, that's what you meant by the music. Oh, hi. Okay. So let me just turn this around. I'm sorry, I thought we had the music. I want to tell you about the propaganda machines, okay? The propaganda machine of Woodrow Wilson, I showed you last night, and FDR. More importantly, I'm going to show you the same machine that is being built today with Cass Sunstein. I've said on this program, I don't know how many times, Cass Sunstein is the most dangerous man in America. You will begin to understand why tonight. I ask you to make notes on this program tonight. I ask you to think about it. I ask you to pray on it. I ask you to use your brain power. These people in history, progressives, have always treated you like a nincompoop. They have always said that the American people are stupid and it's too confusing, etc., etc. I don't believe that. Our show gets ratings that have never, ever been accomplished before at 5 p.m. Never. Why? Because I don't treat you like you're a moron. I expect you to get it, and I expect that you want to get it, and you'll do your own homework. So let me give you the seed, and then you go and search this information out. The progressives have used three things. They have all used faith, and I'm taking this out of order. They used faith with Woodrow Wilson, then charity with FDR, and now we're going to hope. Okay? I'm switching the order this time to show you how historically they've all been used. Wilson used faith. He was the guy who introduced the concept of social justice. He knew he couldn't sway the public, so he had to find another way. Social justice. He knew he had to destroy people's faith. This is the architect that destroyed our faith. He destroyed our Constitution, and he destroyed our founders. Okay? He started it, And then we went to FDR. He learned. See, it's just like money laundering. You know how they're laundering people? Van Jones is a radical. He'll drop the radical pose for the radical ends. They know they can't, for instance, Bill Ayers, he can't get anything done being a bomb thrower. So launder him. Don't change your opinion. Just launder him. Make him softer. So the next thing was charity. And that was FDR. And he was the guy who said, oh, we care so much about grandma, we're going to start Social Security. We're going to do all these great things. And now we have hope. Oh, hope. The centerpiece of Barack Obama's campaign that everybody said, yeah, I want hope and change. But he never, ever defined it. Hope, because God is dead. Government is now our God. And also our biggest charitable organization. That's hope. Big government. Now let me go back and take you just to recap what we told you yesterday about World War I. World War I, the Committee on Public Information. Look these guys up, especially this dude. That's Walter Lippmann. The Committee on Public Information. Remember the word information, because it's what they all have in common. Woodrow Wilson, the war came around in 1917. He just won re-election, and he campaigned on keeping America out of war. That's what he ran on, keeping America out of war. A month after he was sworn in, we went to war. Well, people were against war. He had to convince and change the mind of people, so he needed propaganda. Look at this historically and tie it into today. Right now, Barack Obama decided that we needed health care. 63% are in favor of repealing the health care plan today. 63. 70% were against it, but we did it anyway. 56 oppose paying more for clean energy. 56%. Yet we're going there anyway. We're going to pay more in taxes and utility costs for cleaner energy just to fight global warming. What is the percentage of people who even believe in global warming anymore? 64% of Americans support the Arizona immigration law. Yet, our government is actually going down there to fight them. Eric Holder is fighting it in court. They're becoming more and more brazen each and every day. We showed you the financial reform bill that is getting crammed down your throat in Congress right now. It is going to go by. This bill is nothing short of an assault on personal freedom. Again, we don't have the final bill yet, but I can tell you pretty much what it's going to look like. The House and Senate passed their versions of the bill. Now they're just molding the final version, ready for the president's signature. There is still time to change this, but it's only my faith that gives me hope. Here's what's in the Senate version. The financial regulators can order seizure of any financial firm they deem in danger of default. The Financial Stability Oversight Council will be created and identify non-bank financial companies that, quote, may pose risk to the financial stability of the United States in the event of their material financial distress or failure. It's just another way of saying it's too big to fail. This will create more Fannies and Freddies for us to bail out. Then there's the the Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection. It's going to be created for you. They are going to limit what financial products and services can be offered to consumers. The bill mandates that any financial institution that takes deposits keeps a record and the number of those in the deposits, and that customer addresses should be geocoded for the collection of data regarding census tracts of residences or business locations of customers. Geocoded? Geocoded. They're looking and linking our deposits now to the Census Bureau. They claim to be protecting you from unfair and deceptive practices. Unfair and deceptive are two words that are defined and often used in our laws. But there's another word that they have put in this bill, abusive. Well, what is abusive? What does it mean? Well, no one really knows because it hasn't been used in this context before. Will its definition, be decided by the new regulator who's going to be in charge of the agency? I mean, what is abusive? What if someone defaults on their loans or their house is foreclosed upon and they say, the interest rate is too high? Or, I didn't understand the adjustable rate. I didn't know that it would adjust up. Or, I'm so old, you should have explained it to me. Will the regulator decide that the lender was abusive? You see, it puts the pressure on the lender and not, not to just offer full disclosure, but to take full responsibility of not only themselves, but the person sitting in the other chair.